I'm very disappointed, as I was just saying in a previous interview. You know, one judge didn't give him a single round in the last 7 rounds, and the other 2 judges, each of them only gave him 1 round in the last 7 rounds. Each gave him 1 round. I mean, I've been doing this for years, and I'm biased, I know, because I'm in Tyson's camp, but how on earth can anybody say he never won 1 round out of the last 7?
Boxing pros exposed the judges for robbing Tyson Fury in his rematch against Alexander Usyk, stating that the scorecards weren't fair. When journalists asked Tyson Fury about Alexander Usyk's victory, Fury quickly shot down the notion that Usyk won because of his spirit. With sarcasm, Fury quipped that he didn't sense any spirit from Usyk in the ring, but instead felt he'd received an early Christmas gift from the judges.
Mr. Fury, a question from Ukrainian journalists. A lot of people say that Usyk wins thanks to his spirit. Did you feel it?
I didn't feel no spirit. I felt a little bit of Christmas spirit in there, and I think he got a little Christmas gift from them judges. Christmas gift early.
Tyson Fury's promoter, Frank Warren, strongly criticized the scoring of Fury's fight, pointing out that one judge awarded Usyk all of the last 7 rounds, while the other 2 judges gave Fury only 1 round each. Despite his bias as part of Fury's team, Warren found it hard to believe that anyone could claim Fury didn't win a single round in the final stretch. He even questioned whether the judges were Ukrainian and described the scoring as dreadful, expressing his disbelief at the decision.
One judge gave Usyk the last 7 rounds. He didn't give Tyson 1 round, and the other 2 judges of the last 7 rounds gave him a round each. Each gave him 1 round. I mean, I've been doing this for years, and I'm biased, I know, because I'm in Tyson's camp, but how on earth can anybody say he never won 1 round out of the last 7?
Were they Ukrainian judges?
Sorry?
Ukrainian judges?
Well,
they might as well have been.
Yeah. Whatever they were, honestly, I'm dumbfounded at how that scoring can be. It's dreadful.
In response to Fury's remarks, Alexander Usyk fired back, saying that if his win was indeed a Christmas gift from the judges, then he owed his thanks to God, not Tyson Fury. Usyk also took a jab at Frank Warren, suggesting that Warren might be blind for claiming he didn't deserve such a high score, even calling him crazy for saying so. However, Usyk emphasized that none of that matters now, as the victory is already in his hands.
Blind. Yeah, Uncle Frank, I think blind. If Tyson say it's Christmas gift, okay, thank you God, not Tyson. Thank you God. Thank you my coach Yuri. Thank you my coach Kuba. Thank you my team. Listen, Frank crazy man, you know? I think, that's my opinion. Okay, no problem.
Ben Davidson stated that he felt the fight was extremely close, and although he didn't score it round by round, he was frustrated when people shared their opinions without being able to explain their reasoning. He admitted that his gut feeling was that Tyson Fury would win, but many around him were favoring Usyk. Despite being disappointed for Tyson, Davidson offered his congratulations to Usyk.
Yeah, I thought it was really tight, really tight. I didn't score it round by round. It's, I hate it when people give their opinion and then you go, how did you have it? And they don't actually know. So my gut feeling was I thought Tyson was going to get it, but a lot of people around me were favouring Usyk. So, obviously disappointed for Tyson, but congratulations to Usyk as well.
However, Frank Warren expressed his disappointment with the judges' scoring in Tyson Fury's fight, highlighting that one judge gave Fury no rounds in the last 7, while the other 2 judges awarded him just 1 round each. He questioned how anyone could score Fury so poorly in the final stretch of the fight, despite his belief that Fury won by a couple of rounds. While acknowledging his bias as part of Fury's team, Warren emphasized that he wasn't overly biased and found it hard to believe that anyone could think Fury didn't win at least some of the final rounds.
I'm very disappointed, as I was just saying in a previous interview. One judge didn't give him a single round in the last 7 rounds, and the other 2 judges, each of them only gave him 1 round in the last 7 rounds. I mean, I don't know what fight they could be watching, and I know I'm biased because I'm in Tyson's camp. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupidly biased. I mean, did you think he only won 1 round or no round from round 6 to 12? That's 7 rounds, not win a round.
Warren also pointed out that neutral observers, such as Oscar De La Hoya, had Fury winning the fight, reinforcing his view that the scoring was flawed. He added that the judges sitting near him, including 2 from Ukraine, appeared uncertain and lacked confidence in their decisions. According to Warren, many experienced figures in the front row agreed that Fury had done enough to win, making the final scoring even more difficult to accept.
By 3 rounds. I was sitting next to a couple of seats away from Oscar De La Hoya, who's a neutral. He had Tyson winning it. There was a couple of other good judges there, people who all along that front row. Most of them thought Tyson won the fight, and the two, Alex and Aegis sitting there, they weren't confident. I'll tell you that. They weren't confident. They were sitting.
Lawrence Okolie praised the fight as fantastic and believed Tyson Fury deserved to win, although it was a close contest. He pointed out that Fury's heavier weight helped him control Usyk early on, using body shots and leaning on him. However, Okolie also noted that Usyk's superior conditioning in the later rounds allowed him to throw more punches, which ultimately gave him the advantage.
Yeah, I thought it was a fantastic fight. You know, it was to and fro. I did think Usyk did win the fight, personally. Yeah, how's it going? Yeah, how are you? Yeah, I did think he won the fight, but it was just a great fight all around.
Did you think that the weight had any factor? What did you think of Tyson coming in heavier?
I think it did have a factor. It depends in different parts. So he was able to, in parts, get hold of Usyk, lean on him, put a little bit of good work in the body shots and stuff. But then I do think that down the straight, because Usyk was able to weather that, the conditioning did play a factor in the last few rounds where he was able to just throw 3-4 punches more in exchanges, and I think that's what edged it out for him.
Naseem Hamed expressed that Tyson Fury performed significantly better in the rematch compared to their first fight, and he felt the result should have been a draw, which would have set up a trilogy. He shared his frustration for Fury, his fans, and his family, believing that Fury needed the win to solidify his legacy. Hamed felt that Fury deserved to win, even though many saw it differently, and he was upset with the outcome.
Give it the way they give it Usyk. I just thought he did really well, Tyson. He did way better than the first time, so that deserved to be a 1-1, and we should have a trilogy on our hands. So I'm a bit upset for Tyson. I'm a bit upset, obviously, for all of his fans, his family, and I just wish he'd won that fight because we needed that fight.
Hamed also praised Oleksandr Usyk for his efforts, particularly noting his hand speed and landing punches. While Hamed wasn't sure about the exact punch count, he speculated that Usyk might have landed more punches than Fury. However, he strongly believed the scoring didn't reflect the true nature of the fight, calling the final decision far from accurate.
He needed to cement his legacy, and I thought that he did. To be honest, I think a lot of people saw it different, but I know one thing. I know that he was working really hard, Usyk, to create as much as he could with working with his hand speed and the shots that he got in. I don't know what the punch count was for how many times he connected, but it might have possibly been more than Tyson's. But you know what? There's no way it was the way they said it was. That's all I know.
Michael Buffer stated that he thought the fight was closer and could have gone either way. He acknowledged that Fury used his size and reach effectively, but he also praised Usyk, describing him as a machine with an unrelenting energy, like a big battery that never stops.
I thought it was a closer fight. I mean, it might even have gone either way. You know, he used his size and reach and everything. Usyk is like a machine, though. He's just got a big battery that never stops. Amir Khan described the fight as close and suggested it could have gone either way. He pointed out that the scorecards awarded Tyson Fury only 4 rounds, with a 116 to 112 score on all cards. However, Khan didn't think the fight was that close, as he had it even heading into round 10. While he believed Tyson could have won, Khan wished both fighters the best after the bout.
I mean, look, it was a close fight. It could have gone either way, in my opinion. I think the scorecards only gave Tyson over the 4 rounds or something.
Yeah, it was 116, 112 on all scorecards, 8-4.
8-4, yeah. I mean, look, I don't think it was that close. Honestly, I had it even in round 10, going into the final 2 rounds, and I thought Tyson might have nicked it, you know what I mean? It could have gone either way.
Lennox Lewis praised the fight as great, but expressed that he preferred the first one. He acknowledged that the rematch was close, but he believed the outcome could have been different if Tyson Fury had been more aggressive and taken the fight to Oleksandr Usyk. Lewis suggested that Fury missed an opportunity, especially considering he had already been beaten once before.
I think I like the first fight better. This was a good fight as well, very close. you know, when it comes to heavyweight boxing and somebody's beat you the first time, you got to go after him the second time. I felt Tyson Fury should have went after him a little bit more, and it would have been a different outcome.
However, some of the pros believed that Usyk deserved the win, and the cards were fair. Carl Froch acknowledged that the right man won, but he considered it a close fight. From round 1 to around round 6 or 7, the fight was back and forth. Froch mentioned scoring some rounds for both Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk, giving 1 round to each. He also awarded round 2 to Usyk, but found rounds 3, 4, and 5 difficult to score due to their closeness.
And I've got to be totally honest, the right man won. It was a close fight. It ebbed and flowed a little bit in the beginning. From round 1 to about round 6 or 7, the fight was pretty close. I was scoring it. I give a round to Tyson. I give a round to Usyk. I give the second round to Usyk. It was like 3, 4, 5 rounds. I couldn't really split them. It was very close.
Sonny Edwards agreed with the judge's decision, stating that while the first rounds were close and Tyson Fury had some of the middle rounds, Usyk clearly took control in the last 6. He mentioned that while it wasn't as exciting as their first fight, both men showed respect for each other and were careful not to give too much away. Edwards noted that when they started throwing punches, the action picked up, but by then, it was a bit too late. He felt Fury performed tactically better, staying on his side and trying to counter Usyk's work. But ultimately, Usyk showed more quality throughout the fight.
Yeah, I did. I think the first rounds were close. Tyson had a few of the middle rounds, but I think the back stretch, the last 6, I think Usyk pretty much had all of them, to be honest. Thought it was not as great of a fight as the first time, but you could see that both men really respected each other. They were both trying not to give too much away, and when they started letting the hands go, then the fireworks came, but I then it was a bit too late. Like it weren't the most classic spectacle, but Usyk did what he needed to do to win, and I think Fury tactically was a lot better. He stayed on his side of things. He was punching and trying to negate the work of Usyk, so I think they did a much better job at cancelling each other out, but I just think Usyk had more quality over there.
Francis Ngannou described the fight as pretty close, suggesting he would have scored it closer than the official cards. He believed Usyk could have still won, and by the end of the fight, it wasn't clear who the winner was, as both fighters had a chance. Ngannou felt the fight was closer than the official result indicated.
I think the fight was pretty close. I would have scored the fight closer than that. Maybe Usyk could have still win. I mean, at the end of the fight, he wasn't sure that anybody is a winner, because everybody could have been a winner. From my scorecard, he was closer than that.
Oscar De La Hoya believed Usyk took charge in the second half of the fight, noting that Tyson Fury didn't use his jab or control his distance effectively. He felt Usyk deserved the win. De La Hoya also didn't see any improvements from Fury compared to the first fight, mentioning that Fury appeared tired. He praised Usyk's skills inside the ring for securing the victory.
I think Usyk pulled it off in the second half of the fight. Usyk comes out strong in the second half of the fight. I didn't see Tyson use many jabs. I didn't see Tyson use his distance, and therefore we saw the outcome, and Usyk deserves it.
Do you see any improvements in Tyson from the first fight, any adjustments?
I don't think I did. I saw Tyson tired, but it's a testament to Usyk's abilities inside the ring.
Moses Itama stated that he felt the scorecards were fair, although he had wanted Tyson Fury to win. He accepted the result and praised Tyson for taking accountability for his performance.
The scorecards?
It was good. The scorecards were fair. I wanted Tyson to win, but, it is what it is. It is what it is. He had a good accountability for himself.
Usyk's promoter, Alex Krassyuk, was in full agreement with the scoring and felt Fury was lucky to have been given 4 rounds. I had Fury 3 or 4 rounds, he said. The judges gave him 4. That's the fairest score it could be. Eddie Hearn described the fight as very close, with Usyk possibly edging the last round. He scored it a draw, though many felt Usyk won. Hearn also pointed out that there were several closely contested rounds. Regarding Tyson Fury's future, he stated that only one fight makes sense, but it's too early to call anyone out, as it's unclear what Fury will do next. He also acknowledged that Fury performed well in the fight.
I thought it was a very close fight.
You said 6-5 on Twitter going into the last round.
I thought Usyk nicked the last round. I had it a draw. But, there seems to be a lot of people that had Usyk the winner. I think is that the overall, but I felt like there was a lot of close rounds.
Where does he go from here?
Who?
Tyson Fury.
It's only one fight, but there's no point it's not the time to start calling the fight out. You don't know what Fury's going to do. Maybe he doesn't want to fight again. The one thing I will say is Fury performed well.
Alexander Usyk himself spoke highly of Tyson Fury, acknowledging him as a strong and tough opponent. While he mentioned that Fury's talk didn't motivate him, Usyk showed respect for him as a big, skilled boxer and a good person. He emphasized that, despite all the talk, what truly matters is the performance in the ring, and he made it clear that he respected Fury's abilities.
I think it's very tough my opponent. Tyson Fury make me strong. Tyson Fury continue not like motivated for me, but Tyson is a great opponent. It's a big man, it's a tough boxer, it's a good man. Tyson a lot of talk, yeah? It just show. I am very respect Tyson Fury. 24 rounds, listen, now is already history.
Teddy Atlas, confident in his prediction, believed Usyk always finds a way to win. He credited Tyson Fury for performing better, following the game plan of using his reach and not allowing Usyk to pressure him as in the first fight. Atlas acknowledged that Fury did a much better job, but ultimately, Usyk did what he does best, finding a way to win.
You know, that one I felt very strongly about, just like the first time. Usyk knows how to win. He'll find a way to win. He'll find a way to win. And I thought Tyson would be better, and he was better. He was better. Give him credit for that, because he kind of fought the game plan that I kind of suggested that he should, instead of just moving around the ring and letting Usyk boil him down with the pressure like he did the first time. He set himself. He used the wingspan. He set himself where he made Usyk earn his way in. He wasn't getting pushed all over the ring, and that's what wears you down. And Fury, to his credit, he did a much better job. But Usyk does what he does. You know, he finds a way to win. And I turned to my son.
Dave Allen admitted he didn't watch all 12 rounds, so he didn't feel it was fair to give a full breakdown. From what he saw, he thought the decision was probably correct, but he wasn't sure. Allen expressed interest in seeing a third fight, noting it would be a shame if either fighter lost to someone else, though he questioned whether there was enough demand for a trilogy.
For Fury. You know what? I didn't watch it all. I didn't watch the full 12 rounds. So it probably would be unfair for me to give you know, a proper breakdown of it. What I saw, I thought the decision was probably right, but I didn't watch the full thing properly, so I don't know. I'd like to see the third fight.
You'd like to see the trilogy? Yeah?
I don't want to see him box anybody else. I don't want to see the man get beat by anybody else.
Do you think the demand's there, really?
I don't know. I do not want to see Usyk get beat by anybody.
Saudi boxing chief Turki Al-Sheikh stated that he believed Alexander Usyk won the fight by a clear margin of 4 rounds. He described the fight as exceptional, but emphasized that in boxing, there must always be a winner and a loser. Al-Sheikh also expressed interest in a rematch between Usyk and Daniel Dubois, though he made it clear that it would only happen if Dubois wins his upcoming bout against Joseph Parker.
What do you make of it?
Yeah, I think he will. I counted. He had 4 rounds more.
A lot of us expected Tyson maybe with the more weight to go in there and try and stop him.
Do everything, doing amazing fight, but this is the boxing. There is one winner and there is loser. But next, I want if Dubois win in February, I want to see Usyk and Dubois again.
Vladimir Klitschko gave his thoughts to Seconds Out regarding the fight. He noted how impressed he was with Usyk, branding him a legend for what he has been able to do since turning over to the pro ranks. As I previously said and mentioned in other interviews, there was going to be repetition, he explained. That's what I expected to happen. Repetition of the first match is what I expected, and it was exactly that. Alexander is a true legend and a champion. We are so lucky to have him in Ukraine. So what are your thoughts on this? Share your thoughts in the comments section, and make sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video.